Hello guys, it's me, I'm Dr. Jayanti Ghosh. So today I'm back with discussion of few of the questions of last year's, that is NEET MDS 2020. The few of the topics I'll just say in brief, and one of the topic I'll discuss in description, like in long. So the topics which were there in NEET 2020 were ANAG, that is acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, immunoglobulins in saliva, diabetes. In diabetes, we should know about glycosylated hemoglobin, most common salivary gland tumor, extraoral projections such as OPG, orthopantomogram, PNS, posterior nasal spine, bone densities on gubernacular canal, smooth muscle histology, hyperparathyroidism, snippet, and Furcation classification. And the other topics I'll discuss in my next video, which I will label it as NEET PG 2020 Part 2. So today I'll discuss about ANAG. ANAG is a very important topic which can also come in this year, that is this year's NEET is going to be held around April 2021. So in ANAG, what we need to know is, we need to know that this disorder, that is acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, is a distinct and specific form of periodontal disease. It is associated with chronic generalized periodontitis and chronic generalized gingivitis, that is affecting gingiva. It has an acute clinical presentation with distinctive characteristics of rapid onset of gingival pain, interdental gingival necrosis, that is cell death in between two teeth. That is why it is known as interdental gingival necrosis, and bleeding. NUG, that is necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, has been recognized for centuries. It's been given many names, that is Vincent's disease, fusospirochetal gingivitis, trench mouth, and ulcerative gingivitis, and also acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis, that is ANAG. So the other factors are, that is necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis is classified among, was previously classically seen among military people during World War I, and it was basically due to multiple risk factors that were associated with poor oral hygiene, intense psychological stress, and malnutrition. Since then, it has been appeared that it was less present in general population but much more present in people who were unaware and unable to maintain proper oral hygiene. However, it increased later on patients with immunocompromised conditions, that is HIV, immunodeficiency virus. Hence, authors, that is Rowland, in his journal of 1999 reported that necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis may be the first sign of HIV infection. And according to the recent data, the prevalence of ANAG is ranging from 6.7 to 0.11%. Other factors that were associated were tobacco chewing, pre-existing gingivitis, and various other factors. It can be cleaned by mechanical debridement and by surgical methods, or both. There was a case report seen in a 21-year-old male patient with painful gingival inflammation involving 4 days. And when they consulted the Senior Department of Periodontology, Faculty of Dentistry in Morocco in March 2015, the patient was reported to have some medications that included antiviral treatments such as acyclovir and anti-inflammatory drugs, that was diclofenac. He had a poor plaque control without any parafunction, and he was a non-smoker. He had also a stressful job due to which he was addicted to smoking, and he could not maintain oral hygiene. The patient, after he was affected with the disease, had several malaise, chill, difficulty in eating due to intensive pain, And on examination, there was thin, febrile, tired male, tired patches, but no adenopathy, no limb gland involvement. On the cervical ganglionic area, clinical examination revealed halitosis, that is foul breath, erythematosus, that is erythematous red area, swelling gingiva over the buccal side in the upper central areas, and a pseudomembrane formation. This is very important, depicting ulcerative papillae. X-ray revealed generalized periodontal ligament enlargement with passive eruption of right maxillary canine and root resorption of the lower incisors. And HIV test was done on diagnosis, which came to be negative. So the treatment involved having metronidazole 3 times thrice for 3 days and oral mouth rinse with chlorhexidine 0.12% twice daily for 10 days. And another thing was follow-up was told to the patient for 14 days each in twice a month. So it was also said by American Academy of Periodontics that ANAC was classified into necrotizing ulcerative periodontitis also. That was ulcerated associated with periodontal condition. So this is all which I can discuss for today. In my next class, I will discuss with the next important topics which came in your MDS examination. So thank you and have a good day.